Hey there everybody, welcome back to our video. Today I want to run you through my current skincare routine and the set of products I am rotating through. Just some options in every category. These are kind of my core set of products. I have a series here on my channel called Skincare Lately where I talk you through, some individual products I may be testing out in the realm of skincare, but this is not quite that. These are some products I have been using pretty consistently for the past while since we've hit the colder season, and I foresee myself continuing to use this for the rest of the winter season. Leave me a comment below and let me know how winter has been treating you over where you live. I live on the West Coast, I live in Vancouver, and we've got a few West Coast blizzards. There is still snow on the ground right now. We're anticipating more snow next week. So right now my focus is definitely on hydrating my skin. I do have naturally more dehydrated skin or easily dehydrated skin, and I am currently pretty normal in terms of my skin type. This has almost never happened to me ever since I started looking into skincare when I was maybe 12, 13. From then on, I've never had normal skin. So this is ridiculously exciting. As it stands right now, I am fairly normal, slightly combination. I still get some oil breakthrough in my T-zone, and definitely I get dryness along the sides of my cheeks and the outer portion of my face, but for the most part quite balanced. I am still acne prone, although I don't currently have any active breakouts. I think the spots and blemishes have really been fading with age, if you will, so everything's much more under control. But I will say I do have some residual hyperpigmentation from when I did have light acne in my younger years, and my face as a whole is a shade or two darker than the rest of my natural skin, so I'm always keeping that in mind when I talk about skincare. I do have some texture along the inner portions of my face. We're talking some ice pick scarring, we're talking large pores, and we're talking just some rough texture. Anti-aging is currently not something I am heavily invested in. I don't have too many fine lines or wrinkles. Things have been pretty good to me so far, but doesn't mean I'm not looking in that direction right now. So alright, these are the products I am currently using. A lot of them will be things sent to me from PR because if I have them, I'm going to try them and use them instead of letting them go to waste. But I will, as always, these are my personal opinions, not affiliated with any of these brands per se. Just kind of using them right now. I want to talk to you about them. So with that being said, let's jump into my current winter skincare routine. Alright, I think we best jump in by talking a little bit about my Clarisonic. I won't say too much about them. My opinion on the Clarisonic has not changed since I did my first review videos. They have since then have always been a part of my life. I really love them. They are kind of like a background foundational part of my routine. But anytime I make a skincare video without talking about my Clarisonic, you guys freak out. You're like, have you broken up? Are you not together anymore? What happened to this relationship? We're still together, guys. Always have been, never really stopped using the Clarisonic. There will be, times during the year where I would use it more or less, but always by my sink, always have them. As it stands right now, I'm currently testing out the new Clarisonic Mia Smart device. I don't have a formal opinion to share with you yet. It'll probably go up in a blog post, but this is what I'm currently kind of using on off. Before then, I had been using the Clarisonic Fit. It's just smaller and fits in my apartment sized bathroom and sink. So technology is the same. I'll talk about kind of the differences and whatnot later if you're interested, but essentially still love, still use my Clarisonic. Now let's go into my cleansers. I've kind of divided my cleansers into two categories. One is just for basic gentle cleansing. I for one love a foaming cleanser, so I go in that direction quite often. Even though foaming cleansers are often for oily skin, I just like it when it foams. It makes me feel like it's doing something, even though it's not really true. But I just actually finished up using the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. I love this product. It is on the higher end of things, but every time I have it and I use it, it's a standby. It never fails me. It foams, it's a gel, but it does foam. It doesn't strip your skin whatsoever. Even when I have a reaction, when I'm sensitive, I can still use this and it's perfectly fine. I just really like this. I wouldn't say this goes very well with the CLARISONIC because that needs something a bit more bubbly. This is more like use your hands or use, you know, like another cleansing tool, like a facial cloth. I wouldn't necessarily pair this with the CLARISONIC, but I do use this and I love it. So then kind of as an in-between, if I want a little bit of exfoliating but nothing too gritty, I have been using the NEOSTRATA oil-free gel cleanser. This is 4% glycolic acid. It is marketed for oily skin, dilated pores, and blackheads. However, I will say that even with easily dehydrated skin that I do have, and I can be sensitive in the wintertime, I've had no issues using this. I was at first a little wary because of the 4% glycolic, but this is actually quite gentle. NEOSTRATA, I believe, might be a Canadian brand, so if you are in Canada, check Shoppers Drug Mart. That's your best bet. Otherwise, this is kind of like a lotion cleanser. It doesn't foam up, but it's really gentle, and when you use it, it does not sting. When you rinse it off, however, you can feel that your skin texture feels better. I don't use it for oil control. I don't really use it for blackheads. I use it just to help manage the texture of my skin and just to exfoliate slightly. So I do like this too. Then this is something that if I want a real good scrub, like a physical scrub, sometimes you just feel a little congested, you just need to get in there, this is great. It's by Philosophy. It's called the Microdelivery Exfoliating Wash. I really like this. I use this all throughout the year. This is kind of a summertime staple as well. I don't use it as often in the winter time, but it is kind of always with me. I prefer to keep this in my bathtub and use it when I'm showering because I have a small sink and we're trying to like wash off the little exfoliants and whatnot. It just gets kind of messy if you have a small sink. That's the only thing I would say. It's great. The particles are fine. You can adjust the exfoliating factor based on how much pressure you are using. You can go really gentle or you can really get in there, which I love. So this has been great to me as well as as a physical exfoliating facial cleanser. Okay, now let's get into serums. So I am really focused on, I want to say, just nourishing my skin. I'm super focused on putting hydration back into my skin, and hydration can look like a few different things. Oils can be more for moisture, sometimes hydration, and then hyaluronic acid is what I really like to use for hydration. So actually, maybe I'll get into this first. I have the HADALABO Shiroyjyun skincare set. This is a Japanese brand. I've spoken about them loads throughout my various skincare videos and my years on YouTube talking about skincare and just updates and whatnot. I have gone back into them from the summertime. A friend of mine came from Japan and I asked her to bring me a set of these. So I love these. These are hyaluronic acid based and they do just work great on my skin. It also contains arbutin for a bit of brightening, but I wouldn't say, with the state my skin is in right now, these on their own is actually not enough hydration to feed my skin, which is crazy. It used to be. When I had more combination skin, these were fabulous. Right now, I need something more. So currently, I do have and keep around the Lotion, which is the equivalent of a toner, moisturizing toner, and then the Milky Lotion, which is the equivalent of a light moisturizer or emulsion. I will put this in kind of in between my skincare steps in there sometimes, mostly the moisturizing toner. Sometimes I'll, do the light lotion and then put a cream over top. It all depends. But these are still a standby in my routine. And you guys are very familiar because I yap all the time about HADALABO. But getting into oils, I've been putting more oils into my routine because of just the dryness. Sometimes you just want to like lather yourself in oils or add a few drops to your actual cream moisturizer. So I have done both. The two I've used most frequently right now is the CLARINS Blue Orchid Face Treatment Oil. This is, as is marketed, 100% pure plant extract and it's for dehydrated skin. This smells really, really herbal, actually, as does the other oil. So I'm not a big fan if I am, like if I'm going to bed and whatnot, it's not a big deal. But if I'm going about my day and I don't want to be all herbally, I might use something else, to be honest. But for what it is, I do really like it. It takes a little while to sink into the skin. I will say it's not an instant absorption, but it's been doing well for me. I like it. I use it. I don't see like a major earth-shattering difference, but it's a good oil. Then I also have and use for nighttime the KIEHLS Midnight Recovery Complex. This is fairly new to me. I haven't used it long enough to form a real good opinion, but it's supposed to be great. It's meant to really nourish your skin. It's called a replenishing elixir of pure essential oils and botanicals to restore the appearance of skin. So really it's for nourishing the skin, it's for like resetting your skin during sleep. So I will use this as well. The first time I used it, I made the mistake of using too many drops. You only need like 2 drops, maybe 3 drops max. And for both of these oils, I either put it straight onto my hand and press it onto my slightly damp skin, or I would just mix it directly into my moisturizer. So getting into moisturizer, I've got 2 here to show you. One is for when I want something a little bit more lightweight, but I do find on its own, this is generally not enough. I will have to pair it with something else, either an oil or yeah, just something to like boost it. It's not quite enough for me. But I do have, on the days I want to be just a little lighter, the INNISFREE JEJU Orchid Enriched Cream. This is a cream product from INNISFREE and very highly rated. This is the more moisturizing version of the 2 options available. One is a gel cream and one is an enriched cream. But even this, not enough for my skin alone. I need a whole lot more. So I started using this and then quickly realized I needed something a little heavier. So then I brought in the BELIF, the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. This is, what do they say, 26 hours of hydration. And again, this is a cream product clinically proven to retain moisture for up to 26 hours. It's called the Rich Cream for the Face. This is better, heavier, not greasy. I wouldn't say it's greasy. It takes a moment to set into the skin and to absorb, but I like it. This along with the other things I use and the oils is enough for my skin. So depending on how I'm feeling, depending on if I'm putting on foundation or not, or whatever's going on, I will use one of the 2 creams and then mix it with the facial oil. So really, even though I just feel like I talked a lot, those are my products. It doesn't seem like a lot, I don't think, compared to what I used to use, but it's currently working out great for me. I don't have a specific treatment step that's for targeting, you know, blemishes or for targeting hyperpigmentation. I'll worry about that a bit later on. Right now, I just want to keep my skin from cracking and flaky and getting super dry. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, or if you got a great product to share that's been working out really nicely for you, leave it down below for me in the comment section and I'd love to check it out. And side note, if you have a good dupe for the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel, since I'm out, let me know as well. The only thing I would say is I don't like Cetaphil, so that wouldn't work out for me. But if you have another dupe or similar product rec, drop it for me in the comments below. And I will hopefully chat with you in the comments and see you next time. Take wonderful care of yourselves. Bye for now.